You talk to your dog like they understand every word. And honestly, you think they do. You come home and before you even take off your shoes, you're already saying their name, not because you have to, because something in your chest loosens the moment you see them. The day was too much, the people were too loud, the expectations were too heavy, and then there's this animal looking at you like you just hung the moon. And sometimes, late at night, you catch yourself thinking, my dog is the only one who actually makes me happy right now. That thought scares you a little. It probably should, right? That can't be healthy. That sounds like something you'd whisper, not say out loud. But here's the quiet truth that nobody is saying clearly enough. That feeling isn't a red flag. It's a signal, and your brain is doing something incredibly intelligent that most people never stop to understand. This is the psychology of people whose dog becomes their primary source of happiness and why that makes complete, beautiful human sense. First, let's be honest about something. You are not broken. You are not too attached. You are not avoiding life or regressing or failing at human connection. You are a person whose nervous system found something that works, something that doesn't demand performance, something that doesn't keep score. The brain is always searching for safety. That's its entire job. And when the human world starts to feel unpredictable, when people disappoint you, when relationships exhaust you, when social interaction feels like a performance you never auditioned for, the brain doesn't give up. It pivots. It finds regulation wherever regulation exists. And sometimes, that source has 4 legs and smells like outside. This is not weakness, this is adaptation. And it tells you something important about what you need, not what you lack. Now let's go deeper. The first reason this happens is rooted in something called co-regulation. Humans are wired to regulate their emotions through proximity to other beings. This isn't poetic, it's physiological. When you're near a calm, warm presence, your nervous system literally mirrors that calm. Your heart rate slows, your cortisol drops, your breathing shifts. This is why babies calm when held, why grief feels easier when someone sits beside you, why silence with the right person doesn't feel silent at all. Your dog is a co-regulation machine. They don't bring their own anxiety into the room. They don't need you to manage their feelings before you manage yours. They just exist warm, present, unbothered, and your nervous system responds. You feel yourself come down from the noise of the day not because you decided to, but because your body took the cue from theirs. And here's what makes this different from human connection. There is no social tax, no performance required, no reading the room, no wondering if you said the wrong thing. Just presence meeting presence. The brain registers this as profound relief. And over time, it learns, this is where I come to breathe. The second reason is about attachment, and it's more layered than most people realize. Attachment theory tells us that humans need to feel securely connected to someone who is reliably there, reliably safe, and reliably attuned. When that kind of connection is disrupted through childhood inconsistency, through loss, through years of relationships that kept you guessing, the nervous system becomes cautious, not broken, cautious. It starts asking, unconsciously, who can I count on not to leave, not to change the rules, not to make me earn my place? Your dog answers that question the same way every single time. Think about the person who grew up in a house where love felt conditional, where affection came with strings, where you learned to be small, or to be good, or to perform in some way in order to receive warmth. That person becomes an adult who finds human relationships exhausting, not because they don't want connection, they're desperate for it, but because connection has always come with a cost they can feel but never quite see. Then, a dog looks at them and just loves them. No fine print. No conditions, no memory of yesterday's bad mood, just love. The same every morning, warm and uncomplicated and real. The heart doesn't have words for what that does, but the body knows. The body has always known. The third reason is about something that rarely gets named, overstimulation fatigue. Modern life asks a great deal of the human mind. You are expected to be available, responsive, productive, pleasant, engaged, and to somehow do all of this without visible signs of strain. The social world has become loud. The digital world is louder. And for many people, especially those who are more sensitive or introverted by nature, the cumulative weight of constant human interaction becomes a kind of slow depletion. You're not antisocial. You're overstimulated. There's a difference. When the sensory and social load of the day has taken everything you have, your brain starts pruning. It stops seeking new input. It reaches for something familiar, low demand, and restorative. Your dog is exactly that. They don't need you to respond to their texts. They don't need you to remember something important. They need you to be here, and here only, which is the one thing the rest of the world never seems to ask. There's a reason so many highly sensitive people, the deep feelers, the overthinkers, the ones who carry other people's emotions like extra luggage, find themselves most at peace in the company of animals. It's not avoidance, it's restoration. The brain taking what it needs to survive another day of being human in a world that is very, very loud. But here's the part nobody tells you. The dog doesn't just give you happiness. The dog gives you permission. Permission to need. Permission to receive without giving back equally. Permission to be loved without earning it. And for a lot of people, that permission is the rarest thing in their entire life. Not the dog's warmth. The permission. The fourth reason this happens is about identity specifically, who you get to be in the relationship. In most human relationships, we inhabit a role: friend, parent, partner, employee. Each role comes with expectations, scripts, histories. You are partly who you are and partly who others have decided you are. That layering is invisible most of the time, but it's heavy. It shapes how freely you can actually exist. With your dog, you are just you, not a version of you, not a role you're filling. The animal in your house has no idea what your job title is, how many people you've disappointed, or what you've done that you can't forgive yourself for. They know your smell, your energy, whether you're sad today or not. That's it. That's the whole biography. And something in us, the part that got tired of being interpreted and analyzed and remembered for the wrong things, something in us exhales completely in that simplicity. This shifts as we age too. The young version of yourself who loved a childhood pet was searching for unconditional presence in a world that felt big and uncertain. The adult version of you who leans on a dog for happiness has often survived enough disappointment to understand what safety actually costs, what it's worth. The behavior looks the same across a lifetime curled up with an animal, calmer than anywhere else, but what it means deepens with every year. It's not regression, it's recognition. You know what you need now because you've felt what it's like not to have it. The fifth reason is the simplest and the most profound. Predictability. Humans are unpredictable. They change their minds. They go cold. They say things they don't mean and don't say things they do. They're carrying their own chaos, their own unprocessed wounds. And sometimes that chaos lands on you sideways and you don't know why. The social world is rich and beautiful and deeply, deeply uncertain. Your dog is certain. They will be happy when you come home. They will want to be near you when you're quiet. They will not hold this morning's tension against you tonight. In a life full of variables, they are the constant. And the brain that is always managing threat and calculating safety. The brain loves a constant, like a warm room in winter. Think of it as an anchor. Not something that holds you in place and keeps you from moving. An anchor in the original sense, something that gives you the reference point from which everything else becomes navigable. You know where home is. You know where calm is. You know where you are allowed to simply be. Everything else becomes more possible because this one thing is steady. Your dog is that anchor. And the happiness you feel with them isn't small or simple. It is your nervous system telling you, here is safety. Here is enough. Here, you are whole. So, if you have ever felt embarrassed by how much your dog means to you, if you have ever caught yourself saying, "I love my dog more than most people," and then quickly laughing it off, like it was too much, like it revealed something you shouldn't admit, let that go. You are not avoiding life. You are living it in the way your nervous system is able to right now. You found a source of unconditional love and you let it matter. You found something that regulates you, grounds you, sees you without expectation, and you were wise enough to hold on to it. That is not a problem to solve. That is a deeply human thing, doing a deeply human job, helping you feel safe enough to exist. The people who love their dogs the most are often the ones who have felt the weight of love with conditions, who know what it costs to be loved by humans who were doing their wounded best, who have spent years wondering if they were too much or not enough. And then a dog came along and answered every single one of those questions with the same answer, every day, without fail. You are enough. You are exactly right. Come here. There's nothing wrong with you for believing them.